Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs, a land of pyramids. These monumental structures have stood the test of time, symbolizing the grandeur and mystery of a civilization that has fascinated the world for centuries. But above all, it was a land of gods. The ancient Egyptians worshipped a pantheon of deities, each with their own unique powers and stories. And none were more important than Ra, the mighty sun god. Ra was revered as the king of all gods, the one who brought life and light to the world. Ra was the giver of life. He was believed to be the force that allowed crops to grow and the Nile to flood, ensuring the survival of the Egyptian people. He was the creator of the world. According to ancient Egyptian mythology, Ra emerged from the primordial chaos and created the heavens and the earth. He was the ruler of the cosmos. Ra's power extended beyond the physical world. He was also the master of the spiritual realm. The Egyptians believed that Ra sailed across the sky each day in a golden boat. This journey symbolized the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. They believed that he brought light and warmth to the land. Without Ra, there would be no life, no growth, no prosperity. They believed that he controlled the seasons and the harvests. Ra's influence was seen in every aspect of daily life, from the changing of the seasons to the success of the harvest. Ra was a powerful and awe-inspiring deity. His presence was felt in the temples, the rituals, and the hearts of the people. He was worshipped throughout Egypt for thousands of years. Temples were built in his honor, and priests dedicated their lives to serving him. His influence can be seen in Egyptian art, architecture, and religion. From the grand temples to the intricate carvings, Ra's presence is unmistakable. To understand ancient Egypt, we must understand Ra. His story is intertwined with the history and culture of this ancient civilization. He was the sun god, but he was much more than that. Ra represented the eternal cycle of life and death, the balance of the universe. He was the embodiment of light, life, and order. Ra's presence ensured that the world remained in harmony. The chaos was kept at bay. He was the source of all creation. Every living thing, every element of the natural world was believed to have originated from Ra. He was the ruler of the universe. In the eyes of the ancient Egyptians, Ra was the ultimate authority, the divine force that governed all existence. How did the world begin? The ancient Egyptians had an answer. Ra created himself. He emerged from the primordial waters of chaos. He stood upon a mound of earth called the Benben stone. From his own being, Ra created everything else. He created the sky goddess Nut. He created the earth god Geb. He created Shu, the god of air. He created Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. These gods and goddesses were the first beings. They gave birth to all the other gods and goddesses. They created the world as we know it. And it all began with Ra. Ra's creation myth is a story of light emerging from darkness. It is a story of order arising from chaos. It is a story of life springing forth from nothingness. It is a story that has been told and retold for thousands of years. Ra was often depicted as a man with the head of a falcon. This unique depiction was not just for artistic purposes, but held deep symbolic meaning. The falcon, known for its keen vision and swift flight, represented Ra's ability to see everything and his swift dominion over the heavens. He wore a sun disk on his head. This sun disk was more than just an ornament. It was a powerful symbol of his role as the sun god. The sun disk radiated light and warmth, essential for life, and thus Ra was seen as the giver of life. This represented his power over the sun. Ra's control over the sun meant he had control over the day and night, the seasons, and the very essence of time itself. His daily journey across the sky was a testament to his eternal vigilance and power. The falcon was a symbol of royalty and power in ancient Egypt. It was believed that the pharaohs were the earthly embodiment of Ra, and thus the falcon also symbolized the divine right to rule. It was fitting for the king of the gods. As the supreme deity, Ra's association with the falcon underscored his supreme authority and his role as the protector of the realm. Ra was also associated with the scarab beetle. The scarab beetle, or dung beetle, was revered for its unique behavior of rolling dung into balls and burying them. The scarab beetle rolled balls of dung across the ground. This act was seen as a symbol of the sun's journey across the sky, with the beetle representing Ra's daily renewal and the cycle of life. This reminded the Egyptians of Ra rolling the sun across the sky. The scarab's actions were a microcosm of Ra's grand celestial duties, reinforcing the idea of rebirth and regeneration. The scarab beetle was a symbol of creation and rebirth. It was believed that the scarab's ability to create life from waste mirrored Ra's power to create life from the primordial chaos. Ra's other symbols included the obelisk and the pyramid. These structures were not only architectural marvels but also held deep religious significance. The obelisk was a tall, four-sided pillar that tapered to a point. It was often placed at the entrances of temples and was believed to be a petrified ray of the sun, symbolizing Ra's presence on earth. It represented a ray of sunlight. The obelisk's shape and its upward reach toward the sky were a constant reminder of Ra's life-giving energy and his connection to the heavens. The pyramid was a symbol of the primordial mound upon which Ra was said to have created himself. The pyramid's shape, with its broad base and pointed top, symbolized the rays of the sun and the concept of ascension. Ra's attributes and symbols tell us a lot about his importance. They reveal his multifaceted nature as a god of creation, life, and order. He was associated with the most powerful forces in nature. From the life-giving sun to the regenerative scarab, Ra's symbols encapsulated the essence of existence. He was the creator, the sustainer, and the ruler of the cosmos. Ra's enduring legacy in ancient Egyptian mythology highlights his unparalleled significance in the pantheon of gods. Section 4. Ra's daily journey across the sky. Every day, Ra sailed across the sky in his solar bark, a magnificent vessel that carried the sun across the heavens. He was accompanied by other gods and goddesses who helped him to fight off the forces of darkness. These divine beings were his loyal companions, each playing a crucial role in ensuring the success of his journey. They ensured that the sun continued to shine, bringing light and warmth to the world below. Without their assistance, Ra's mission would be fraught with even greater peril. Ra's journey was divided into 12 hours, and each hour was marked by a different challenge. These challenges were not just physical, but also symbolic, representing the trials and tribulations faced by all living beings. Ra had to overcome these challenges to continue his journey. Each obstacle tested his strength, wisdom, and resolve, making his daily voyage a testament to his enduring power. He had to defeat monsters and demons and outwit his enemies. These adversaries were embodiments of chaos and disorder, constantly seeking to disrupt the harmony of the cosmos. At sunset, Ra entered the underworld and traveled through the darkness in his night bark. This part of his journey was equally perilous, as the underworld was filled with unknown dangers and treacherous paths. He faced new dangers and challenges in the underworld, including the serpent Apep, who sought to swallow the sun. Apep was the ultimate symbol of evil and chaos, and defeating him was crucial for the continuation of the cycle of day and night. Ra's daily journey was a metaphor for the struggle between good and evil. It illustrated the eternal battle between light and darkness, order and chaos, and the constant effort required to maintain balance in the universe. It was a reminder that even the gods had to fight to maintain order in the cosmos. Their struggles were a reflection of the human condition, where perseverance and courage were necessary to overcome life's challenges. It was a story that gave hope to the Egyptians, reminding them that even in the darkest of times, the sun would always rise again. This daily renewal was a powerful symbol of resilience and the promise of a new beginning, inspiring people to face their own battles with renewed strength and optimism. Section 5. Ra's battles against chaos. Ra was the god of order, constantly at war with the forces of chaos. These forces were represented by the serpent Apep, a giant serpent who lived in the underworld. Apep was the embodiment of darkness, chaos, and destruction. Every night, Apep tried to swallow the sun, and if he succeeded, the world would be plunged into darkness. Ra fought Apep every night to prevent this from happening, using his magic and his weapons to defeat the serpent. Ra's battles with Apep were a metaphor for the struggle between order and chaos. They were a reminder that the world is a dangerous place. They were a story that gave hope to the Egyptians, reminding them that even in the face of great danger, good would always triumph over evil.